After I've used my anecdote to discuss the case and the theme of the case, I like to talk about the client up front. Some lawyers do it later. I prefer to get the client and who he or she is out of the way. I talk about their family, I talk about their work, I talk about their hobbies, just who they are as a person. Remember, I'm not selling them. I'm just talking about my client as if I was describing my son to a group of friends. I talk glowingly, but I don't exaggerate. But this is the time to let the jury in on why we're here, who it is that we need to make it right for. Your client's case. Throughout the instructional, we've talked about the thought process that goes into each part of an opening statement. And you've seen those parts performed so that you could follow along. Now we're going to perform an entire uninterrupted opening so that you can see how the flow and the natural movements and presentation all come together before a jury. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, it is the plaintiff's job to prove by a preponderance of the evidence, more likely than not, that the defendants caused this collision and that the collision caused the injuries to my client. Now we talk about burdens of proof and what that means. More likely than not is just that. It's 50% 0.000001, just a little more than 50%. Now, what does that mean? I have trouble sometimes explaining it, and I heard a long time ago, and I really think it's the best way. See, here in Houdat land, we look at the Saints. And all I have to do in this case is get to the 50-yard line and lean forward a little bit. I don't need a touchdown. I don't need a field goal. I don't need to get to the 10, the 20. I don't have to do anything but get to the 50 and lean forward. Now you've heard a taste of what the evidence is going to be. Ladies and gentlemen, I propose that we are going to win 100-0. We are going to score so many touchdowns you won't be able to keep up. And the defense, well, quite frankly, they have nothing. I don't have to, but we will get way past the 50. Accountability is such an important word that I don't know that we always understand. My son the other day backed his new car into the neighbor's vehicle and caused just a small dent. And he said, "Dad, I think that dent may have been there before, but either way, I'll go apologize." And I said, no, that's not enough. It's not enough to go say, "I'm sorry." You're going to find out how much it cost and what it's going to take to fix it. Because that is the difference between responsibility and accountability. Ladies and gentlemen, when this trial is over, we're going to ask you to do what the defendants have refused to do, and that is hold them accountable and render a verdict to make Mr. Bill whole as if this hadn't happened.